that gives more room to this new government to assert control politically and militarily over the entire country.
Yes, I don't have a final answer to your question, but I know that certainly the fact of having armed forces outside of the state, that is, of course, that happened after the end of the Civil War in 1990 in Lebanon, is certainly a source of weakness for a state. But at the same time, we know that Hezbollah did not come from Mars. We know that like Hamas did not come from Mars. The occupation of the Gaza Strip started in 20 years earlier, and then Hamas was founded in 1987. Same applies to Hezbollah. So it was, Southern Lebanon was occupied, started from 1978, and then after 4 years, we know that Hezbollah was there. So once again, once that we know all this background, we realize that certainly there are major issues because many of our countries, lack of accountability, weak governance, corruption. So all these elements are there, and we should take also into account that for local, let's say, internal responsibilities. But at the same time, if you look this from a broader perspective, once again, what comes to my mind are the words that were said once by a former Israeli general in 2015 to Michael Oren, that was at the time the Israeli ambassador to the United States. I remember that he said, why won't Americans face the truth? To defend Western freedom, they must preserve Middle Eastern tyranny. This is the mindset. This is the mindset that is often used from Western countries. Of course, I don't want to generalize, but many Western countries, many Western politicians, the idea that we must preserve this tyranny, we must preserve this kind of attitude, because this is useful for us in order to keep going with our affairs and so on, and to preserve, of course, our interests in the region.